Hello, dear student. I am Dr. Rohit Kumar Agrawal, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Sri RLD College of Science, Akola. In previous lecture, we have studied about the Kepler's laws of planetary motion. In continuation to this, in this lecture, we see about the Newton's laws of gravitation motion. We all know about the gravitation, or in previous classes you have studied about the Newton's laws of gravitation. Now, any object released from some height above the Earth's surface with an acceleration, it shows the accelerated motion of an object is due to the force of attraction which is exerted by the body on that object. For example, the motion of moon around the earth, the motion of planet around the sun, and which suggests the existence of force of attraction between earth and moon, between planet and the sun. This observation leads to the Newton's, and it concludes that any two materials bodies always attracts each other, and this is called as attraction is called then this type of attraction is called as gravitation. Now, Newton's laws of gravitation. This laws was first introduced by the Newton in the year 1687. Newton's law states that every particle of matter in the universe attracts every other particle with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Therefore, mathematically, the gravitational force capital F between two particles of masses m1 and m2 at a distance r is given by capital F is directly proportional to m1 m2 upon r square, or we can write as capital F is equal to minus gm1 m2 upon r square, where capital G stands for the universal gravitational constant known as gravitational constant, and here this negative sign indicates that it is a force of, and that is the force is attractive. The value of capital G is given by 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square kg raised to power minus 2. Unit, that is the SI unit of gravitational constant is Newton meter square per kg square, and in CGS system it is given by 9 centimeter square per gram square. Its dimension is means gravitational constant dimension is m raised to power minus 1, L raised to power 3 and T raised to power minus 2. Now, acceleration due to gravity. It is well known that the gravitational force of attraction is exerted by the earth on any body. This is called as gravity of earth. This force impact acceleration to the body and is known as acceleration due to gravity, and it is denoted by small g. Its standard value is 9.8 meter per second square. It is almost constant for all the position near the earth's surface and is independent of the nature of the falling body. It is directed toward the center of the earth. Now we see the relation between acceleration, gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity, that is small g. That is the relation between gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity. Let a body of mass small m is placed on the earth's surface, and let capital M be the mass and r be the radius of the earth. By the definition of weight, the force with which body is attracted toward the center of the earth is given by F is equal to mg. That is equation number 1. Now, according to the Newton's laws of gravitation, the gravitational force capital F exerted by the earth on the body is capital F is equal to gm1 m2 upon r square, which is equation number 2. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2, in these two equations, we have mg. If you put this value mg over here, therefore we get mg is equal to gmm upon r square. Therefore, from this we get g is equal to gm upon r square, or we can write gm is equal to g into r square. The value of g is not constant because earth is not completely spherical. Therefore, the Earth is flattened at the pole. The the equatorial radius of the Earth is more than its polar radius. Therefore, the value of g is smaller in equatorial region and greater in polar region. Now, variation of g, that is acceleration due to gravity with altitude. Let capital M be the mass and capital R be the radius of the Earth. Consider a body of mass small m be placed on the Earth's surface. Therefore, weight of body is equal to gravitational force of attraction. Therefore, from this we can write mg is equal to weight of the body is equal to mg and gravitational force is equal to gm upon r square. Equation number 1. Now, if the body is moving to a height h above the Earth's surface, then we have mgh is equal to gmm upon r plus h square. Question number 2, where g suffix h is the acceleration due to gravity at height h above the Earth's surface. Now, dividing equation 2 by 1, we get gh upon g is equal to r square upon in bracket r plus h whole square, which is equal to r square upon r square in bracket 1 plus h upon capital R to whole square. If you take constant r common, then you get 1 plus h upon r square into r whole square. Therefore, from this we get gh is equal to g in bracket r square upon r square bracket 1 plus h upon r whole square. Therefore, r square get cancelled. Therefore, we get gh is equal to g in bracket 1 plus h upon r raised to power minus 2. Therefore, gh is equal to 1 minus twice h upon r into g, since h is very small than the capital R. This is question number 3. Thus, acceleration due to gravity g decreases with altitude or height. That is, the value of g decreases above the Earth's surface. Now, variation of g with depth. Let's capital M be the mass and capital R be the radius of the Earth. Consider a body of mass m is placed at a depth small d below the Earth's surface. Below the Earth's surface, the gravitational force exerted by the Earth on the body of the Earth's surface will be given by, that is, weight of the body is equal to mg and is equal to gravitational force of attraction gm upon r square. Equation number 1. Let rho is nothing but the density of the Earth, and then mass of the Earth is equal to m is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. Therefore, from equation 1, if we put this value capital M over here, you will get g is equal to g, small g is equal to capital G 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho into small m upon r square. From this, we get g is equal to capital G 4 by 3 pi r rho upon m. Question number 2. Where small g is the acceleration due to gravity on the Earth. Let capital M1 be the mass of the sphere of radius M1, which is given by M1 into 4 by 3 pi in bracket r minus d, that is depth, cube into rho. Let g be the acceleration due to gravity at depth d below the surface of the Earth. Now, the gravitational force of attraction of mass small m at depth d due to inner spherical part of radius, that is r minus d, will be given by fd is equal to m into gd is equal to gm m upon r minus d whole square, which is equal to capital G is equal to in bracket 4 by 3 pi whole bracket r minus d cube into rho bracket close small m upon r minus d whole square, which is equation number 3. Therefore, from this above equation, we can write mgd is equal to 4 by 3 pi in bracket r minus d ka cube rho into small m upon r minus d whole square. Therefore, from this we get gd is equal to 4 by 3 pi capital G r minus d into rho. From this equation, this r minus d will get cancelled from this cube. Therefore, dividing equation 4 means this equation by equation 2 by this equation. Therefore, we get g d upon small g is equal to g r minus d upon capital R, which is equal to 1 minus d upon r, and therefore Finally, we get GD is equal to 1 minus d upon r into g. Therefore, GD is equal to less than small g. This is equation number 5. Hence, the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing with the depth, and at center it is d is equal to capital R. Its value becomes 0. Thus, acceleration due to gravity is less inside or outside the earth. It is maximum on the surface of the earth.